How my mother suffered a severe stroke. Now, the reason why I'm doing this video tonight is because just in case if my brother, wait a minute, what I'm gonna do, I should I should have did it before it was my fault. I'm gonna set that link up in the chat right now. I'm gonna set the link up in the chat right now. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm going to use my tablet. Go on the tablet and do it. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Just in case if the brother comes in, the real Aaron Collins or whatever, you know. Okay, wait a minute. Let me turn this down in the background before I even enter because I don't want it to make no noise. So hold on, let me turn the background down. Let me show it. Yeah. What I'm gonna do. Oh wait a minute. That wasn't. I might have to do it again. Mm-mm. Okay, so basically, what I did, I went in there. I went in there and put the link in there just in case if anybody wants to join. Cause this is really this is my opportunity is to speak on it. Yeah, yeah, speak on it. I had to get it off because it was too much loud stuff in the background, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So what I keep saying, I'm gonna pin the video in the comment section. Yeah, once I'm done, and y'all can go check the video out. The video was about 20 some minutes, and I enjoyed the little clip. It's like a little interview or something. It was uh, black on black interview, and I love talking to my people because this brother said that his mother had a stroke, and I think I remember when he told me that he had his mother suffered a stroke in 2021. I just forgot. But when he confirmed it to me and told me, I'm like, oh, wow. I remember now when he told me that his mother had suffered a stroke. And I told him that I'm praying for his mother. He said that she haven't made the best recovery yet, but she's doing a lot better. She still is recovering because some strokes it takes longer to heal. You see what I'm saying? So, like if you go and you look at that at the other video that I did, I talked about my pain and stuff and how some of it, what I went through with um, going through all of it, how they don't really care anything about black people or people of color. You see what I'm saying? They don't care nothing about us like that. And it goes back to the music video that Michael Jackson did. They don't really care about us. And for some reason, well, I always had a disdain for so-called white people. Like I didn't really. I used to years ago. I used to say, "No, what?" I was saying, "Dang, I didn't know white people. I didn't realize how that they was that wicked." I knew that there was always was a difference between, but it was racism and stuff. But I didn't really realize how severe it was until I got older and started learning different things. And according to the Bible, the white man the so-called white man is the number one enemy. It is in their nature. It is embedded in it's in the breed of them to naturally have a hatred for you. You see what I'm saying? But I don't care me because I don't why would I have compassion for a race of people who wishes my death or wishing death upon, want to natural, it's in their nature to just naturally bring harm to you, kill you, and do whatever it is that they want to do, just like they did with my mother. And I was making response videos um, when my mother was in the hospital, and I told them people, I said, you know what, I think, and I just voiced my thoughts about it. The truth, I told the truth about it. You know what I mean? I said, I think what y'all are doing, y'all trying to purposely, y'all know my mother can't speak. And I believe in my heart, y'all are using that to y'all advantage. because y'all want to kill her. That's what y'all really want to do. You see what I'm saying? And it's just I just underwent a whole lot of crazy stuff with Esau, being in these hospitals and stuff. Them matter of fact, let me get that for you in the scriptures, and I'm gonna show y'all that so-called white people do not care about our older, elderly black people, Hispanic and Native American people. I'm gonna prove that to you by reading one of the curses in Deuteronomy chapter 28. I'm gonna go get it for you, and I'm gonna show you. See, the Bible is, I'm gonna say it again. The Bible is a history book, not a religious book. Yeah. It's a history book and not a religious book. My mother, she's doing fine up in the room. I was able to give her all of her help, the benefits that she needed. All praises to the Most High. I was able to do that. Let's go to Deuteronomy right quick. But know of surety that all those people that put our people in slavery, they're going to get God, and they're going to be judged by the Most High for that. So right now, let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verses, I can't remember the verse, but I'm Deuteronomy chapter 28. Let's look at, I'm going to find it. $49, let's see, 50, 48. Let's start at verse 49. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 49. I'm going to start there. That way you can get the full context to what I'm talking about. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from afar, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flies. Do you all know that God applies this eagle to the so-called white people, the white man? He do. An eagle, what is an eagle? An eagle is a predator that watches their prey to seek to catch it, like a fish in the sea. They eat stuff. They eat other fish in the sea. They eat other dead or alive, I would say. And a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. That's going into speaking English. Because before we were speaking English, what was we speaking? Our people were speaking Hebrew. That's the original language for Black, Hispanic, and Native American people. Verse 50, a nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of old, nor show favor to the young. They didn't show no kind of compassion for my mother in that hospital at all. They didn't care whether she was crying for hours. And if you think about it, when family members is in these so-called nursing homes and so-called, I'm not saying everybody, but I'm just saying the vast majority of the people of Esau, the so-called white men, when you put your people let me back up. When your people, to me, being in the nursing homes, you are handing your family members over to the enemy. That's what you're doing. You're handing your family members over to the enemy. That's exactly what you're doing. And he said, and he shall. Let's read this in verse 50 again. Let's start at 49, my bad. And the Lord shall bring a nation against thee from afar, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flies. A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. A nation. What nation? We didn't understand European language. We didn't understand that. And that eagle refers to what, when you look at America, what does that eagle stand for? Eagle stands for America. What is America? According to the Bible, America is Babylon. What is Babylon? Babylon is a system that was set up by white supremacy. See, a lot of my people didn't know this. Hey, at one time, I didn't know neither. I was shocked. You see what I'm saying? When you really read the Bible, it'll open it up to you. Now, here's the part where they didn't have no compassion for my mother as being an elderly woman in the hospital. But guess what I was doing? I stayed on it to the best of my ability. I wasn't educated in those in the hospital, none of that. I wasn't educated in school. In what I didn't understand, I was asking questions. And this particular day, I was in the hospital with my mother because I was coming up there to North Oaks every day. Even when they released her from the hospital, because she stayed in the hospital for a month, and they transported her to the so-called healthcare facility, which is similar to a nursing home. It's the same thing. They just call it a different name. And I told them people that I wanted to take care of my mother. I wanted to bring my mother home. When I said that, they had a blank look on their face, like, what? And I'm like to myself, hell yeah, you heard what I said. Yes, I do. I want my mother at home. You know? Now let's read down here, verse 50. Deuteronomy 28 and 50. A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of old, nor show favor to the young. They're not going to even have favor and show mercy to our older elderly people. So-called white people, they ain't gonna do that. Yep, they're not gonna do that. They're not gonna come up and show favor to not to our people, they ain't. But to the elderly people, they would. I mean, to their own people, but not to the Israelites, God's chosen people. You see what I'm saying? Verse 50 said they would not regard the person of young, nor show favor to the young. They not going to do that. And what else I was going to say? Because I feel like I'm falling asleep now. But that's exactly what time we live in. They want to. I stayed on, and another thing, they don't like it when you ask questions. They don't like that, but I still asked anyway. Yeah, they don't like it when you ask questions. And like this so-called white woman sat up there and said, because I told them, I said, wait a minute, I'm confused. And every time they were sticking her with those needles, I was always recording that. You know? And me being the person that I was, I said, no, I'm gonna have to stand up in behalf of the situation. Because I think what they doing, they're using it to their advantage because they can't talk. But I said, I be damned. I may not be the best of educated in what I should be educated in, but I'm not gonna stand there and if I can help it, let them do something and try to bring harm to her. Sometimes I wonder when she do cry. Sometimes I wonder, is it? It makes me wonder sometimes. Does it be them needles and stuff that they be putting in them people or something? That really, like, I'm wondering, is it some kind of, you know what I'm saying? I'm not falling asleep up here, but I was wondering about that. You see what I'm saying? Did it put her in a condition to where, even though I feel like chances are, you know what I'm saying? I was wondering. My bad for falling asleep, y'all. My bad for falling asleep. If you see me falling doing that or nodding or something like that, and you feel like I ain't making no sense, it's because I'm fighting sleep. Because I really want to talk about this here. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so I told them straight up to their face. I told them white folks, I said, you know what? I think y'all is trying to kill my mother. You see what I'm saying? I said, person what person? I said, and you wonder why we call y'all the goddamn devil that the Bible speaks of, the so-called white man and woman and child. I do not trust the so-called white man, woman, and child because they Esau. They the devil. Marrying them, I would no. What you gonna marry the damn devil for? When you marry a European woman, you are marrying the devil's the father-in-law of the so-called white man is your father-in-law. The devil himself. That's like marrying the devil himself. Yep. I feel myself going to sleep again. Okay, so I guess that's what I have to do to keep the video from being messed up. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna come back probably tomorrow and I'm gonna talk some more about this here. Shout out to you, the brother, the real Aaron Collins. Um, you probably won't get a chance to come on tonight, but whenever you do, we'll chop it up and we'll have a conversation. You know, we have a conversation with the brother. Yeah. So because this video is all about me communicating with my own people, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And God's chosen people, our people, is the greatest people on the planet. That's what the Bible says. Read Deuteronomy 7 and 6. He's dealing with Israel. He's not dealing with no other nation. And I'm going to show you all of those scriptures in the Bible. I'm going to show them the Bible and in history. You know, we're going to also talk about how did the so-called white man get this country and all of that. So it's just so much history that I got to bring out. All right, I'm going to see y'all later.